Alright, how's it going, everyone? Famine Plays Pocket Monsters back again. And I am going to be doing a bit of a quick what's it called? I'm going to be doing a bit of a quick stream tonight. Let me go ahead and do some stuff on my side though before we get going. Just so that I have the ability to monitor things. Once I get the new PSU in my computer, that should make this a whole hell of a lot easier. I apologize. Give me 1 second. Let's also go ahead and mute me over here. Actually, I suppose I should probably make sure that I am being heard. Yep, I am definitely being heard. Beautiful. So, there's that. Let me go ahead and place some thingamabobs in some thingamajigs and the like. Let's go ahead and paste that there. Let's see if that works, which it looked like it did. Let's also go ahead and paste this here. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, I am going to need to keep an eye on a few things. This PC should probably be up here as well. However, that's neither here nor there. How's it going, everyone? Famine Plays Pocket Monsters here, and we are continuing on in Zone 7. Last stream, we managed to get a big old Great Queen here, but that is honestly it. We didn't get anything else. That is perfectly fine, though. Let's go ahead and get a prediction going for a 7:30, though. We should at this point kind of know what we got going on. So let's go ahead and do some of this. Alright, and we are just honestly going to be checking through here. What is this? Why did I just get an Amazon, or I'm sorry, an Audible Premium message? Sub drops, purchase new... No, where'd he go? Come back here. Oh, they're gift sub badges and the like. Got it. That's a little obnoxious, but it is what it is. Yeah, the PC I have over there should definitely be up here, but I don't have it laid out that way today, so I'm going to have to pay attention to a couple of different screens just to make sure I catch any plausible YouTube chat. Oh, and I should also get some things rolling. Is it check or check time? It's check, alright. And then... Oh, and I forgot that there's one more thing that I can do on my side. Probably not that. How is it going, ever? How are you? I am trying to do some things over here. Just making sure that I am able to do a thing or two about a thing or two. There we go. Now let's go ahead and bring this back up. I am feeling better today. Today was a lot better day at work because I decided that I just wasn't going to deal with people's bullshit. And just kind of fed their own bullshit right back at them. Which is not what I normally like to do. I normally like to keep the peace and be like the kind one, like the middle ground. and this is something that I hear said quite often, and I always find it cringe, but to a certain extent, it is true. You never want to piss off the quiet people, because the quiet people are the ones that like get scary when they get angry. And that is something that has been said about me like almost my entire life. Luckily, I have since gone from getting scary to getting even, I guess. I don't know if you saw in the Discord. I can't remember if you're in Jade's Discord or not, but some stuff happened at work today, and I decided that I was just going to play their game and do the same shit that people were doing to me. I was doing it right back at them, and I actually got complimented on it by my boss, essentially saying like, "Yo, I don't know what you're doing, but you're doing a good job today. Keep it up. Like, have at it." And I'm like, "Cool, boss man. If you even did like a fraction of the job that you're supposed to be doing, you would know exactly what I'm doing today. So the fact that you're telling me to keep it up tells me that you're not doing your job, so I can freely keep doing what I'm doing." Discord doesn't like you much. You know, honestly, I feel that. Audio is loud compared to the mic. Sometimes you get overpowered. It's hard to hear. Fair. Thank you. What is my audio source right now? That would probably be the Elgato, which is honestly supposed to be a little low. Let's go ahead and see if that is any better. How are we sounding now? Am I still getting overpowered by the game, or are we good? Oh god, wrong buttons. I've been playing Expedition 33 in the background, and now my brain is remapped to an Xbox controller. Oh no. Yeah, so essentially, at my day job, I am an order picker. It seems to be better. Good. I'm an order picker for a pet food company in my state, and we are supposed to do things like where, like, we have multiple orders. Like, hey, this is a bag order, this is a can order. For whatever reason, people see the heavy bag orders and just kind of skip those and move around and like don't do them, and generally leave them for like me to do the heavy ones. Which messes with a whole bunch of things other than just like my back strength and the like. So today I saw that they left me like one of the heaviest bag orders I had ever seen. I looked at that, laughed, I was like, yeah, that's not happening, and essentially just did another can order, and that just kept happening all day. So they kept leaving me the effed up heavy orders, and I just kept saying no and doing other stuff. So it was a good day. Threw their own crap right back at them. And I got complimented on my boss for it, or complimented by my boss for it. So that's always very good. And I understand Discord not liking you much. I am right if the stuff is still getting done. That's kind of where I'm at too. I'm just generally the one that they leave it to get. I'm the one that they leave it to get it done, and I just wasn't putting up with it today. So I was expecting to get some crap about it, not get complimented. So that was a good day. But as for Discord not liking you, yeah, I have Discord. I've technically had Discord for I think 12 years at this point. I have my own Discord server for this channel. I do not know how to use Discord at all, so I completely understand that. There's a wild Knackley in chat. If you are so inclined, I don't particularly care, and it looks like our, I don't want to call them pre-roll lads, because, I mean, we're already rolling. But our beginning of stream ads will be starting in about 25 seconds or so. I think that they will be going for 3 minutes. But then after that, we are not going to have to deal with them for another hour. So that should be good. I do apologize about the 3-minute ads. It is to help prevent the pre-rolls and all of that stuff. I will not be catching anything while you guys are gone. However, I will still be doing some hunting. But don't feel like you're going to miss anything. I will see you guys back in a couple of minutes. I mean, unless y'all are still here, I honestly don't know how these beginning ads work. So I could be very incorrect on that. For all I know, these are the ads that are actually, oh god, multiple alphas. For all I know, these are just the ads that are sitting above your chat box. The ads got you. Oh no! Nice catch on the Knackley, though, in case you can hear me. Look like ads will be back in about 25 seconds. Not ads will be back, but Twitch will be back in about 25 seconds. Or I guess 15 now. And welcome back from ads. Congrats on the Knackley there, Ever. Congrats. You know, it's funny. Knackley's not a Pokemon that I have. I should have tried to catch that, but wasn't even in my thought process to give that one a try. Welcome back from the ads. Did you get any interesting ones? Welcome back, and congrats on the Knackley. No interesting ones? Okay. That's unfortunate. Yeah, ads are meh, but there are some every once in a while that are interesting. I remember during the World Cup, I think it was a Duracell commercial, where they kind of implied that, like, I think it was Messi is a cyborg that runs off of Duracell batteries. And, like, that one popped up a couple of times, and just the whole concept of it amused me. Not that it's going to make me buy Duracell batteries over Energizer or anything like that, but the concept of the ad was amusing. Yeah, you saw that one a few times? It was Duracell, right? I know that there's an ad right now that is, it's like a golden retriever puppy that is like overly sized, that is like essentially playing with the Subaru. And I'll never buy a Subaru in my life. That ad is just cute. There's a new Liberty Mutual mascot. I have not, though. Now I'm going to look it up. Oh, the little like yellow puffball with the Statue of Liberty crown on it. I think I prefer the old emu. I don't know how long ago they got rid of that emu, but I remember seeing commercials with an emu dressed in yellow. And again, not that I would ever use Liberty Mutual. I don't actually even know what Liberty Mutual is. But seeing this this essentially like Death Raptor ostrich dressed in a yellow shirt was a very amusing concept. Ever, I don't know how old you are. Please don't tell me in chat. It doesn't matter how old you are. But I don't know if you're old enough to have experienced the era of like television shows and ads on TV. I very much am. Like DVR didn't come out in its most basic form until I was, I want to say 13. So we dealt with ads. We did not have the concept of like, hey, record this TV show on anything other than a VHS and watch it later. So ads were just there. Commercials were just there. I never cared for them. However, I learned to appreciate the concepts of ads for stuff that I would never personally be purchasing. Yes, they would. There was an algorithm to it. I want to say for every 30 minutes of programming, they needed to run 6 minutes of ads. So a 30-minute anime, as an example, would only ever actually be like 24 minutes. And then like an hour-long TV show was actually only like 48 or something like that. What are we hunting today? More ice cream cones and hippos. So what we are hunting for is... Can I get all of them in screen? I can. We are hunting for a shiny, hungry hippo. And according to Jade, a purple healer lady thing. So we are hunting for those two. Dino and Hippopotas. We will probably end up getting a shiny Alpha Fletchender. And more than likely, we will get another ice cream cone. But our targets are those two right there. I would also be interested in getting a Roselia, just because I feel like getting a wild shiny Roselia would be kind of cool. but I do not need it for the challenge. Can confirm Audina was purple instead of pink. Very nice. I appreciate that. If I was a better streamer and more on top of things, I would have the hunting for thing with what the shiny forms of the Pokemon I'm looking for on the top of my stream again. But I disabled that a while ago while I was doing some level ups and the like. And just, I have forgotten to re-enable it, and I have forgotten to get the gifts of the shiny Pokemon. So just haven't done it yet. And you finally finished Apom. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Ambipom is also in Arceus, right? Although I don't think Ambipom is a tree spawn, is it? I can only think of one spawn for Ambipom. Oh, you finished him eons ago. Very well. Congrats on that. Not a tree spawn. Good to know that my remembrance is correct. What mon are you working on now? Have you done the evolutions yet? Burmy, Warbanant, Apom, Heracross, Combee, Vespiquen, and Pachirisu are all trees. Listen, man, English is my first language, and it does not like me. I have such a hard time spelling words, it is not even funny. I realized while I was at work today, instead of having a Talonflame, I should be running around with Zilla here. Just because she big, she shiny, she good. So I do not have dyslexia. I have what my teachers lovingly referred to as a very mathematically oriented brain that views the concept of spelling as a, how do they say it? How do they say it? I used to quote this all the time, and I have since forgotten how they used to say it. There it is. I have a very mathematical brain that views the concept of spelling as a nicety, not a requirement. I had multiple teachers like tell me that or something in that general vibe as I was growing up going through school. The way I look at it is, it doesn't matter where I am. I could be here in California, I could be down in Mexico, I could be up in Canada, I could be in India. It doesn't matter where I am. Math is math, and it is not going to change. However, all of those places have different languages and different ways to spell the same word. We have a Gibble in chat. So let's go ahead and give this a try. And I look, where I took probability and statistics. First math class I got less than an A in. I don't count AP Calc because sick and missing so many classes wasn't my fault. You know what? Fair, fair, fair. I remember going... How do I say this? I'll say it this way. Hold up, is that a shiny? No. Growing up, I did not give a flying floof about school. Didn't care for it. Figured that I wasn't going to be needing most of the stuff that I was going to be quote-unquote learning in school for the majority of my life anyway. So why am I going to stress about it? That being said, I started my high school career in Arizona. When I came back, when I came back to California, I was put in the same school district that I was in when I left, and I was asked what math class I wanted to go into, and I tried to go into the the higher level math classes because I was taking those while I was in Arizona. However, my test scores weren't my grades weren't good because I just didn't care enough to actually be good at school. So when I got back to California and I tried to go into was it AP Calculus? It might have been AP Calc. The lead student coordinator essentially looked at me and was like, I can't put you in this class. You are too stupid to go into this class. Go ahead and choose a different class. And I looked at this person and I was like, listen, I know you don't know me, but you're just going off of grades. Look at my test scores and try to tell me that again. And they refused to look at my standardized testing scores, which I had always scored in the top 2 or 3%, when it came to math. And it was just okay, whatever, sure. Put me in the remedial math class that you want. I'll sleep through it. It's fine. I need a nap period anyway. But it pissed me off so much that the essentially teacher called the student an idiot. But yes, I was asking about mons I'm working on now. Those would be Mr. Mime, who is being a bully, Gastrodon, who is mostly just need to catch a bunch of alphas, Chansey, Blissey, and Overquill. Ooh. Very nice, very nice. I could think of... I know where there is a static alpha Chansey spawn and a static alpha Blissey spawn. Which I'm sure you know where both of those are because those are the XP farms of the game. But as for Gastrodon, I can think of where does Mr. Mime spawn? Mr. Mime spawns kind of close to where Gastrodon spawns, right? Where the Alpha Alakazam is. Poorly by the Alpha Alakazam in the fields. So good to know that even if I didn't think of the best place where they spawn, I'm glad to know that I remembered where they spawn. It's probably not the best place to hunt them, but I remember I got my Mime Junior in that game, kind of up where the static Alpha Rapidash spawns. You can also potentially get them in MMOs, but those are also rare. You have to get a Mime Junior to evolve. Yep. I remember that. I can't, however, remember if the types for Gastrodon are broken up, or are both of them in the same. Oh, you gave Thunder Steak! Okay, so I can't hear her. Were you able to hear her? It is very cute. She says she wants more. Let me see what I can do. You only hear the very loud drum roll. Okay. Let's go ahead and give her a taco. I don't hear that at all. I wonder why. I heard that. And you didn't hear the drum roll. Okay. So it is much more important for you to hear things than me to hear things. So... there's that. But then you got jump scared by a shiny sparkle in your game. Very well, very well. So I'm going to go ahead and do one more. And tell me if you hear this one. And over there on YouTube, how is it going, PokeFan? And yes, you did hear that. Good, good, good. Glad to know. It is much more important for you to hear than me to hear. Ooh, and the on-screen chat actually distinguishes between Twitch and YouTube. So good to know. It's going good. Good to know. What are you up to today? Are you doing any shiny hunting of your own, or are you just living vicariously through streamers? And then when you look back at stream, I got close enough to the outbreak to spawn it in, and it got a shiny. Good stuff, good stuff. You're shiny hunting Magikarp. Yeah, I mean, technically, kind of so am I. I love the carp. I love Gyarados and all of that stuff. Are you hunting for any particular one, or will any shiny fish work for you? Ooh, you just got 2 of the shiny Swords of Justice. Very nice. Congrats on that. That is going to be quite a ways away for me. I am still in rank V, and we are currently doing a bit of a challenge where we are going through the entirety of the game and getting every shiny Pokemon in it. Hold on. I have a command for this that is not actually going to show up on YouTube. However, I can read this and my brain can catch up. Give me 1 second. We are currently doing a Shiny Professor Oak for Pokemon Legends ZA. We are currently in rank V and are about halfway done with the entirety of the challenge. We are getting all available Shiny Pokemon and bringing them to their highest available evolution stage without trades. So what that means is, like this Vanillish that I have. Hold on, let's go ahead and get to safety. This Vanillish that I have will have to meet its final evolution stage before we move on to rank F. And an example of that, in rank Y, I got a shiny Alpha Larvitar, and before I was able to leave rank Y, I needed to get her into a Tyranitar. So that is the extent of what we are doing here. We have been going for just a few hours. Just a few. But we are currently in rank V. We are hunting in Zone 7, and we are looking for the Hippo and the Healer. So that is going to be fun, and it is taking just a little bit of time. If you enjoy, feel free to leave a like and the like, but never feel like I am trying to force you into doing something like that. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy. Sit back, relax, do some shiny hunting. It is my experience that the best way to shiny hunt is to basically have something on in the background while you're shiny hunting that kind of breaks up the monotony of the hunting that you are doing in your own game. So yeah. And ever here on Twitch, you got a shiny Abra and shiny Kadabra on the same spawn? Good stuff on that. And I appreciate the like there. Poke fan, definitely appreciate that. And good luck with the Magikarp. I saw that you said any Magikarp will do. So good luck. Are you hunting it in hyperspace, or are you doing zone hunts? And if you are doing a zone hunt, what zone are you in? Or around, I suppose. And for the Twitch, we have a Furret in chat. Ooh, so you found a Tatsuguri hyperspace with a Magikarp in it. Very nice. And you're trying to get two Magikarp so that you could also get a Gyarados. Very nice. I wish you the best of luck with that, my friend. I have not personally experienced hyperspace hunting, though I have watched people do it, and it can be a little mind-numbing. But also very rewarding if you're able to stick it through. So good luck, and have fun. And Oh no, Ever, I am sorry that you lost the Abra, but congrats on the Kadabra. You know what? I don't like the fact... Oh god, I did not mean to throw that. I don't like the fact that I need to turn so far for the YouTube chat. So I am going to make an executive decision and kind of clear off some space and assume that a laptop with 100% battery should be able to last for a couple of hours unplugged. Pardon my life, it's just falling apart. There we go. Beautiful. And now I can go more this way. And now I don't need to turn so far for the YouTube chat. I just have to look here. Oh yeah, that shiny charm should definitely help you out. Do you have a shiny donut, or are you just going on pure charm rate? Which I believe for ZA is 1 in 1016, right? Alright, ever here on Twitch, the nice thing about losing the Abra is you have at least one already. I think we actually have two. And I think 1 or 2 shiny Kadabra. Very nice on that. And just going in with the charm rate. Well, I hope that the zone that you're in has some good spawn radius. Oh, and it's 1024, not 1016. Honestly, at that point, those might as well be the same number, but thank you for the correction. I definitely do appreciate that. Oh no. My vape is running dry. Those are good odds. So right now in the base game without Shiny Charm, I am looking at 1 in 4,096. You, with just having the Shiny Charm, you have one of the best base rates in the game, or in like all the Pokemon, at 1 in 1,026. So, theoretically, if you were doing the same hunt I am doing right now, here in Zone 7, you would statistically get 3 shinies to every one of mine. So those are very good odds. There are ways to drop those lower, of course, like if you use donuts and the like, but depending on your zone, like if you have teleporters, or what's it called? Like if you're able to like fast travel to and from the gate, you could honestly bust out getting all 3 of the mon you're looking for in probably 20 minutes. Luckily in my hyperspace there are 2 Magikarp spawns, and they despawn each time I go to the other. Oh, so you're just running back and forth? And ever got a shiny Dewott in Arceus. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Yes, you are running back and forth. Okay. Definitely nothing wrong with doing it that way. Have you seen people shiny hunting in hyperspace? Because there are ways that you could spend hours in hyperspace and essentially never lose any time. If you're interested in knowing how to do that, I can try to explain it, but I do not have a file where I could show it. Not really, but you like doing hyperspaces. Very well. Would you like me to stumble through an explanation where I can't actually show you any visuals? And you feel like hyperspace are your lucky zones. Very nice. And Shiny Dewott has purple pants. I don't know why, but I'm now just imagining a farming otter wearing like purple overalls. Sure. Okay, so and this is going to be dependent on the zone and where everything spawns and the like. However, I'm going to go ahead and pull up something that you can't actually check in hyperspace, but it might be able to give you a visual. While you are in this game, Pokemon spawn 50 meters away from you, and they despawn 70 meters away from you. So on my game, I have a little thing showing that right now. In hyperspace, you kind of have to guesstimate as to what that is. If you happen to think that you have any Pokemon that you are hunting within that radius of the entrance zone, what you are able to do is like just kind of constantly fast travel to the entrance zone, like I am doing right now with 7. So like you would spawn in, go like bring up your map and just fast travel back to the entrance zone, and you'll be respawning everything within that 50 meters. If you don't have that, but you happen to have the like the hollow lift or hollow Vader things that like send you halfway across the map and back, using those does not use up any of your time, and if you are able to move far enough away, you will despawn as you leave and respawn as you come back. So yeah, those are just 2 ways that you can extend your time in hyperspace specifically for shiny hunting. And congrats on the shiny Golett. Congrats on that. Oh no, and Shiny Dewott does not want to stay in the ball. Oh no! Oh no! You got this, Ever. I believe in you. Oh, was the shiny Golett your first ever shiny? Is that what you saw? Is that what you were saying there? Did I miss context, or did you happen to get a shiny Golett this time? And Ever, Pokefan here on YouTube is asking you what color the ball is. Maybe Dewott just doesn't like the color of the ball. Finally caught after killing all but one of your Mon. Oh no! Oh no! Well, hey, you got it. You must not like the Ultra Ball colors. You know what? Fair. Fair. I mean, if he's purple, he probably would have liked the Master Ball, but the Master Ball isn't in Arceus. Yeah, so that 50-meter spawn thing is why I'm able to hunt Zone 7 by doing this. Because running through, I'm spawning essentially everything that I want to hunt. And then fast traveling back to the entrance of the zone respawns everything. And in hyperspace, you're able to do it a lot faster because you don't actually need to like run through anywhere. If you decide to do it that way, hope that helps. By no means am I telling you that that is how you have to do it. By all means, shiny hunt however you feel driven to do so. I'm a YouTuber by hobby, so I like to give advice and the like, and I tend to over-explain. So I do apologize about that. Now, if I could get a shiny, that would be amazing. I'll even take a Kakuna at this point. So my massive mass outbreak shiny odds are about 1 in 240 for my research level 10 mons, and about 1 in 216 for your perfected mons. And normal spawns are 1 in 820. Yeah, but that's an Arceus. Rates in Arceus are inflated and honestly a little bit unfair at a certain point. YouTube, why are you being weird? Hey Pokefan, I am currently watching my my YouTube stream, and things seem a bit weird on my end. Are they weird on yours, or is that just me? Oh, and Ever did end up getting the shiny, if I remember correctly. But thank you for trying to tell them to use the Great Ball. So on my side, there seems to be a little bit of lag and stuttering, and just some general weirdness. So I just wanted to make sure that things were copacetic for you. I currently essentially have 3 streams going and gameplay, so it is very possible that my network is just having some issues. But for the Twitch chat, we have a Momwile in chat. And let's see if we can get that on both accounts. Yeah, unfortunately, Pokefan, The Pokemon community game does not have a YouTube extension. So I don't think, I don't think that is going to work on YouTube. Yeah, the viewer interaction is one of the reasons why I also stream on Twitch, just to give viewers some things to interact with, like Thunder down below me, the dragon right there. If you were on Twitch, you would be able to feed her and breed her and do battles. We haven't done any battles with her yet, so I'm intrigued as to what that is going to be. But yeah. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't have that sort of integration, and I can't do anything to change that, and I apologize about that. But it is check time, so did we get a shiny carp? We did not. Did we get anything to shine in the zone? It does not look like it. Nothing in the zone. What about Biggs? Did we get another Biggs? We did not get another Biggs. Okay. Alright. So no shiny for us. That is a little bit unfortunate, but it happens. And you have a blah blah. What's your idea? You have an idea for shiny hunting that might make this easier. There we go. I got it out that time. Go ahead and hit me with it. And it's 1,500 points to battle. You currently only have 200. Well, yeah, you keep using your points to feed her, which I greatly appreciate, and I'm sure she does too. But you gotta save those points to battle, my dude. Or I'm sorry, my person. So, why don't I save before daytime changes to night? So I could do soft resets and all of that stuff. So, that is a possibility. And even though I am on the Switch 2, the reload time for that is 3 to 4 times longer than just running through, seeing if I have anything, and then fast traveling here. Also, not that this really matters for what you're saying, most of what I'm hunting for here in the zone only spawns during the day, so I would have to do that night to day, not day to night, which, if I did decide to do it that way, would be easily set up. But other than the occasional run-in with an alpha, this is, like, doing it this way is still faster. It's also one of the reasons why I don't necessarily do the bench reset or the knockout reset. But thank you for the little bit of advice. It is something that I have tried to do before. It takes too long. And I have tomorrow off work, which is cool, but I do believe that I will be working. Another round of 6 days. Ooh, I am sorry to hear that, Ever. I used to work turnarounds in my local refineries. So it would be 13 days on with 1 day off, working 12-hour days. So I am very aware of the multi-day shift, and without getting any breaks. So I wish you the best of luck with that. And get plenty of rest, and remember to stay hydrated and get plenty of sleep while you can. Alright. And my vape has run dry, so I'm going to go ahead and go get my vape juice. Give me like 30 seconds, and I'll be right back. Once I'm able to stand up, that is. Is this the one I was looking for? No. Okay. Oh my god. So many things. So fat a famine. Ugh. Unfortunately, there are 14 shifts that need to be overed in a week. 7 of those shifts have to be covered by you, or the other certified person we have for afternoons. The other 7 shifts are covered by you, my other certified person, or a minor, which brings in a whole other slew of rules, regulations, and other things that you have to follow. I feel that being one of the only certified workers for a crew is definitely a thing. I mean, it's job security, but at what cost? And then it sounds like you might be working around heavy machinery. So having miners around heavy machinery is definitely its own can of worms. Unless I am misunderstanding what you mean by certified. Famine, I have a semi-personal question for you and kind of need an answer so I don't screw up. But if you don't want to answer, I understand. Feel free to ask. If it is too personal, I will let you know. But for the most part, there aren't many things that aren't really on the table. So go for it. Food service, okay. Yep. Now that you bring that up, I remember there are specific, whatchamacallits, like food handling certs and the like. As for pronouns, technically, I don't use any, so I guess by default it would be he, him, but not really the sort of thing that I concern myself with. I forget what movie this is, but there is. I think it might be from the movie Airplane. Um, Essentially, what the quote was like, "Call me anything you like, just don't call me late for dinner." And that's kind of my mentality. Yeah. That is perfectly fine. I will also answer to throated, but I don't expect you to know how to spell that. So don't worry about that. That is me just being a little jokey. Yeah, no, actually, I think I did this with you on stream earlier today. My default for interacting with people that I don't necessarily know has always been like just sir or ma'am. Um, Generally speaking, a lot of times online you can kind of suss that out by a username. So earlier in this stream, I referred to you as sir, and then almost instantly realized what I did and tried to correct myself. So while I don't necessarily use pronouns myself, I understand that they are a very important part of a lot of people's identities, so I try to respect those. But nothing really for me. I'm a 90s baby. I'm going to be 36 on Tuesday. I work blue-collar jobs. If you find a way to manage to offend me in an online chat, I might ask you like where I could send a congratulatory bouquet of flowers to. So don't worry about offending me. I am glad that you're laughing at that, because I said it and I realized that could have been taken in a very different way than I meant to. So I'm glad that you laughed. I might be Swedish by blood, so therefore have literal thin skin. But I'm a 90s boy that was raised in blue-collar environments, so my emotional skin is a lot thicker than my physical skin. Ooh, and we have ads on Twitch here in about 50 seconds. So during the ad break, feel free to go use the restroom, get some hydration, go kiss a go alert, do whatever it is that you need to do for your personal life. But we will be back, and yes, it has already been an hour. It has actually been an hour and 10 minutes. You'll be dirty 30 on your next birthday, and you have 3 older brothers, so you understand. Very nice. Yeah, and nope, you're about to be in an ad, so I'll bring this up when you come back. Have fun at the ads. Bye. Alright, YouTube, it's just us now. What sort of bad things do you want to say about Twitch? I won't tell them, I swear. They're going to be gone for 2 minutes and 48 more seconds. Three more Alpha Gastrodon, and you can beat them all up. Interesting. Can I get something, please? We have now been in Zone 7 for nearly 6 hours, and all I have to show for it is a stupid little ice cream cone. That is vaguely obnoxious. Quick, YouTube, they're coming back in 20 seconds. Get any mean comments out of your system, meow. Welcome into the YouTube chat, ever. Welcome in. Don't worry, nobody actually said anything. But theoretically, assuming you didn't close out of Twitch, your Twitch ads should be done. Ooh, what's this profile picture that you got? Let me see the profile picture. It's not showing me the profile picture. Oh well. And I appreciate you finding me on YouTube. Wasn't that hard. I mean, it's the same exact mouthful of a name. I heard a noise. Oh! Thank you for subscribing. Wait, what? Hold on. Did you just subscribe on Twitch or YouTube? Because it is not distinguishing that for me. Please tell me that you didn't just subscribe on Twitch. Please, I do not deserve your money. Hold on, I could check this out. Reload. Cool. Okay. Okay. I appreciate the YouTube subscription. That is where you should subscribe because it is free to you and it gets the YouTube a little bit more traction. I appreciate that. I would also appreciate a Twitch sub. I am not saying that I wouldn't. I am just saying that don't give me your money. I don't deserve it. I am a very new streamer, and that honestly, I need to I need to go into Streamlabs and change those notifications because all it said was that you subscribed, and the mere thought of you subscribing on Twitch gave me a mini heart attack. Not literally. I hope you understand, but it. Thank you for the YouTube sub, and thank you for the Twitch follow. Yes, friends do deserve support. They don't necessarily deserve money when they haven't earned it, though. I really want to know what your profile picture is on YouTube. It is too small for me to see. And the laptop that YouTube is currently streaming on is not allowing me to make it bigger. Oh, it's just an autumn tree. Okay, okay. Yeah, with how small it is on this laptop and the colors, it looked like it might have been one of those like very intricate and very detailed thingamabobs. So I was curious, but yeah, I understand choosing things for anonymity. If I wasn't essentially trying to break my online anonymity, I would probably do the same. But you can't do that when you're trying to build an online presence, you know? Oh, and I can't ask her this because this would be very rude. But 2 weeks ago, Jade turned 39, right? I don't think it was 40, but she keeps talking about how she's 40. And I'm over here like, no, you're not. You still have another year. Yeah. She's good, people. I'm glad that she found a job that she loves. I would think that you knew more about that. You don't. I mean, fair. My brain tends to hold on to numbers very easily. And I know that she had a birthday stream not that long ago where she told us her age. And for some reason, like, that was the number that my brain just decided that it wasn't worth storing. But she keeps on calling herself 40, and while I don't remember her actual age, my brain keeps on telling me that that is incorrect information. Hey, thank you, Nightbot, for summoning a shiny in my game. Can you tell me where it is? Oh, were you in stream the other night when I found her command list for Nightbot? That was fun. Yeah, it was one of those things where it's like she's all talking about how like, oh, we'll never find this specific command, and then I threw in the command to get the commands, and she freaked out, and I was like, oh, somebody forgot that there's another streamer in this chat. So I'll go ahead and let you know what it is. It might not work on mobile because it redirects you to a different web page, and Twitch on mobile isn't a web page, so it might interact weird. But the command to find a streamer's commands, if they're using Nightbot, and I give you this information, hoping that you understand to use this information wisely and not be a menace about it. But it's exclamation point commands, like with the S at the end. And it just gives you the list. You'll only use it for research purposes. Yeah, when I found out that that users can do that, I thought about making a bunch of like dummy commands and just like putting them up in here, like in my command list. My command list is super boring, so like it's quite literally just like functional stuff, like no fun stuff. But I was thinking of like putting one like, hey, how did you find this? What are you doing here? This doesn't do anything, and so on and so forth. But I haven't gotten around to it yet. And you know what? We could do this for science. Tell me if you're able to pull this up on mobile. Oh, it is for stream elements and interesting. I did not realize that it was going to pull it up for Nightbot and stream elements. But are you able to pull those up on mobile? Ooh, a Slowpoke is in chat. Interesting. Aw. Let's go ahead and do that. And then do that. The answer is kind of. Okay, I'm intrigued. What do you mean by kind of? Like, does it try to direct you to the web page and then just kind of freaks out as you're trying to leave Twitch? Oh, it posts the URL, but not as a clickable link. So then I have to copy the entire chat box, paste it into your... Ouch. Oh, nobody caught the slowpoke. That's a little unfortunate. Especially on mobile, that would take forever and a half. Especially if the person uses multiple stream bots like I do. Oh, and speaking of stream bots, Nightbot! Thank you for letting me know that it was check time. There is no fish. Is there a burb? There is no burb. Do we have anything inside the zone? This particular hippopotamus, the male one, I always think is shiny. I think it's because my brain like recognizes the female one. So whenever the male one pops up and it's a different like pattern, my brain goes, ooh, shiny! But no shiny. Gastrodon keeps beating up Lucario, eh? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, it's ground type, not rock type. Okay. I was trying to figure out how that was possible. Because I thought Lucario, or I thought Gastrodon was ground type. And, and I was like, how is it ground, I thought Gastrodon was rock type. So I was like, how is a rock type beating up something that it is weak against? But no, I was wrong on typing. The look on my face was pure confusion. Yeah, I can imagine. Let's go ahead and get another prediction going for 9 o'clock. And... you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put 1,000 on yes. So if anybody in the Twitch chat would like to vote against me, there is a really good chance that you will get a fair bit of the channel coins. You're only putting 10. I see how it is. Play it safe. It doesn't want to stay in the ball, so then I have to engage it in battle, and then it still doesn't want to stay in the ball. I mean, fair. And then it uses earth power. Yep. Sounds like the Legends experience. Why did I just try to fast travel? I knew that an alpha was like staring down my throat. And was very mad at me. Jade! Welcome in, Jade. How are you? How was work? Other than being ridiculously slow. Hopefully things are going well. Ooh, can I do this? Hold up. Hold on. Hold on. I will figure this out. I will become a streamer and know how to do things eventually. I know I don't actually need to do this because my only viewer right now on Twitch is also in your channel. But I want to figure out how to give you like an actual like Twitch shout out. But it's not letting me do it. Grr. You know what? Off stream, I'm going to have to go ahead and change something in my Nightbot settings to give you an actual shout out the way that you gave me a shout out in your stream. That is just what I'm going to have to do. Yeah, go ahead, play around with those. There's nothing too fun or interesting about them. There is one command that I think is like just odds. That is it's an out of date command that I didn't want to delete because I forget exactly what like the odds are for that command. But I was looking at it, I was like, ooh, I could probably still use this later. So instead of deleting it, I just made it into a command that like would never accidentally get typed. Ooh, and you caught all the Gastrodon, and now you can go back to the fields and beat a few of them up. Very nice. Maybe I'll find more Mr. Mime! I mean, one can only hope, right? I wish I was able to have my background music playing still, but for whatever reason, it doubles the audio and makes an echo. And it is not worth trying to, like, worry about it. But it is something that I will eventually manage to fix down the line. Can't figure out why, but your back was hurting. So you're waiting for the pain meds to kick in. Oh no! I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully the pain meds kick in relatively soon for you. I know that we were kind of talking about this on your stream the other night, but pain meds... I'll put it this way. I once took 3 Vicodin to deal with a knee issue, and it lasted for maybe 5 minutes of actual like pain management being nice, and then I was in as much pain as I was before. My body processes most medication very fast, but pain meds don't stay in my body for long. Your evil little monster is trying to steal your chicken? Well, then let me just go ahead and hit you with one of these. We might not be in your chat, but I can still hit you with your own emotes. I see, I can't take strong measures. I have addiction issues, so it's just over-the-counter stuff. I feel it. I feel it. Most doctors assume that I have addiction issues, because when they will. I just saw that you mentioned sleep. When the last time I went to the doctor for my workman's comp stuff, The doctor was convinced that all I needed to like deal with actual like a skeletal and musculature injuries was just a good night's sleep. So they prescribed me, I think it was 5 milligrams of Ambien. And I looked at them and I was like, that's not going to do anything, but we could give it a try. So they gave me 5 milligrams. It did nothing. So we upped the prescription to 10 milligrams. It did nothing. Upped the prescription to 15 milligrams. It started doing something, but wasn't much. And finally the doctor was like, listen, I'll give you 20, but I can't go any higher than that. Because if I do, then I'm going to, like, we're all going to have to start filling out, like, addiction paperwork, and I'm going to have to get you in touch with an addiction prevention or management hotline. And it's like, man, why does my body have to be so rude? Not sleeping just yet. The floor isn't doing it for you tonight. I feel that. And yes, this doctor was a quack. Yes, very much so. This is the same doctor that sent me to acupuncture instead of sending me to like get an MRI or an X-ray or physical therapy. They're like, oh no, all you need is some acupuncture. They'll help you out. Needless to say, it didn't do anything. Because there is, like, once we did finally get the X-ray, we weren't able to figure out what was wrong with the shoulder, because we're pretty sure the shoulder is more ligament than like musculature or skeletal. So it doesn't really show up on MRIs or X-rays. But the X-ray of the back, we found out that my spine is twisted and curved. And like once we saw those X-rays, I honestly looked at the doc and I was like, so you still think that's something that acupuncture can fix? And the doc was just like, no. Let's get you into some physical therapy. Like, you see that the bones are set in a weird way, and you still want to go with physical therapy instead of like correctiveness? Well, you're too young for surgery. And whatever, get out of here. And Ever, tell me about your quack doctor story. I am intrigued. I like hearing bad doctor stories. They make me feel better about the weirdness that I've had with doctors. And Jade, while I 100% agree with you, I think it's because it was a workman's comp injury. So, like, there were other things involved and they just threw out age as the reason. And there is a Tangela in chat. So, this account has basically no Pokeballs. Aw, I didn't do the thing. So let's see if that works. And then this account. There we go. You know, I can't believe that we have been in here for nearly 6 hours and the only thing that we've gotten... Oh no. Nearly 7 hours at this point, and the only thing that we have gotten is a shiny ice cream cone. Whatever, tell me your quack doctor story. I am highly intrigued and I am now invested. my account that I can't actually check it on, like, caught the Tangela. Woo! Plus, can I do this? No. I mean, I'm sure I could, but I'll figure that out later. What do you think Bread would do if I put his shiny song as a command in my chat? I'm sorry, if I put their shiny song in a command in my chat. So I went to the doctor to get a referral to a therapist so I can get a script for the ADHD so I could potentially stop smoking. I have the emotional capacity of a toddler and ADHD-based depression and anxiety. Sorry to hear that. And my doctor basically said to me, I don't think you have ADHD, despite 3 different specialists telling me I do. I think you are bipolar. So before I go any deeper with this, have you been diagnosed with ADHD as an adult? I have reasons to ask this, but I want to confirm some things before I go into my little spiel. Mind you, no family history of bipolar, several family members with autoimmune issues that the same doctor refers to as refuses to monitor for. Your final diagnosis was at the age of 21. Okay. Well then, in that case, I would say that, yes, you have ADHD, it's not bipolarism. Those are, in certain fields, they can show as similar symptoms, but if you have been diagnosed as an adult with ADHD, that's ADHD. When I was a child, I was diagnosed with ADHD, and I was given, I think at the time it was Ritalin, and I didn't like the way it made me feel, so I stopped taking it and just decided to pay the fuck attention in class. And all of my teachers thought that the Ritalin was doing its job because I had suddenly become such a better student. You are of a similar age to me, and back when I was younger, it was the rage for doctors to say that male children, instead of just being male children, had ADHD, so that they could basically make money on the medications and just kick us out the door, which is where I was going to go with that, but that's why I wanted to ask you if you had the diagnosis when you were older. I am sorry your doctor did that to you. Might I recommend finding a different doctor? We can't medicate you, you're too high functioning. I repeat my previous statement. Might I recommend a new doctor? I'm in health insurance limbo at the moment, so trying to find a new doctor has to wait. Fair. Well, buddy, I wish you the best of luck with that. I'm about to say a thing that I don't necessarily recommend. However, if you are in a position where you could do this and it's not going to screw with your life, you might it might be beneficial. But like Jade said, the curse of having to control ourselves. I'm assuming that there is a lot of mental effort put into your controlling of all of that stuff. So maybe just don't for a little bit. And emotional... Let's see. Oh, God. I'm going to go with emotional Lindidi. Good evening. Thank you. I will definitely call you Ndidi. That is probably what I was going to default to, asking you if I could call you. It was the Lin part of it that was throwing me off, so I appreciate that. My night is going good. How about yours? We are just doing a bit of shiny hunting here in Zone 7. We are hunting for the hippo and the healer if they ever happen to appear. From my calculations, though, we are due to get about 3 hippos before we get a single Audino. And we have been in Zone 7 for 7 hours, and all we've gotten is a single ice cream cone. So we are in the trenches here. And I am glad that you are doing good. Are you doing any shiny hunting of your own, or are you just kind of trolling Twitch and seeing what you're falling into? And I don't know about you guys, but I was totally cool to just go back. You're shiny hunting in hyperspace. Alright, I don't know if they're still here, but there was someone that was doing the same thing on YouTube, or in my YouTube chat not too long ago, but they haven't spoken in a while, so I wonder if they're doing alright. And you joined the Discord. I appreciate that. I am still a very baby streamer. I just set up that Discord, I want to say probably 3 or 4 months ago, so it is very barren and in need of a lot of work. So bear with me while I put that together. But I will be putting the live notifications for the Pokemon stuff that I do in there, as well as for my main YouTube page. I will be going live tomorrow for Final Fantasy 13-2. If you want to hop in, there will be a notification sent to the Discord about that, and so on and so forth. Well, welcome in, welcome in. Are you hunting anything in particular in hyperspace, or just kind of seeing what you find and going for it? And Jade, to go along with what you were saying, I remember that being more a thing when I was very young, but by the time I was old enough to actually form real memories, that had already kind of become a faux pas. So, kind of yes, kind of no. But I was taught to control myself under threat of violence when I was young. But also, it's not acceptable to sit in my room and read either. Childhood was weird. Yes. Yes. Now, don't get me wrong. Yeah, little older. Don't get me wrong. If me and my siblings did anything in public that my mother decided was unacceptable, it didn't matter where we were. We were getting dragged to the car. We were getting something in the car, like out of the prying eye of the public, and then something else by the time we got home. If it was bad enough that her anger was still going by the time we drove home. Yeah, same-ish generation. I'm going to be 36 on Tuesday, and I don't know when your birthday is ever, but you said that you're about to hit your dirty 30. Now, I don't quite know what the actual generational divide is right now. But I'm pretty sure, generally speaking, it is a 15-year gap. So I'm pretty sure people's between the ages of like 30 and 45 are technically considered the same generation right now. Although I could be wrong about that. It's 96, 97. Okay, okay. And if I'm doing some quick mental math correct, that would mean that the people turning 30 this year would be that generational split. What? Do you guys have an issue where, like, you follow too many people on Twitch just because, like, the Twitch chats that you're in, like, raid into, like, different chats, and you're like, oh, this person's kind of cool, let me follow them, and then you never watch them again? Wellbutrin. I know that. What is that? Why do I know what Wellbutrin is without knowing? Jade, I might need a little bit more context there because my brain is telling me that I know what that is, but it's not retrieving the file to, like, fill in the gap of information. Oh, it's the smoking one. That's why I know what it is. That's why my mom was on it when she successfully quit smoking, actually, which good for her. Thank you for filling in that gap. And sometimes what you really only follow people that you like. I feel it, I feel it. Yeah, there are like 5 people that are live right now on my account, and I'm looking at them and I'm trying to remember how I got into all of them. Trey is live. I know that you got me into Trey, Jade. But then there's someone called Vito the Villain. I have no idea who that is. I don't know what they play. They're currently playing Legend of Legia? Whatever that is. And then I have another one here called Cog the Cleric. No idea how I found them. Don't catch the cat? Now I want to catch the cat. I can't catch the cat in this game. How upset would you be if I just did one of these? You know, I did that as a joke. I am now going to catch a shiny Shinx, aren't I? Yes, he is. Did you see his apology video from like his last Conquer stream? And it is 9 o'clock. That means it is check time. Let's go ahead and check the fish. No shiny fish. Let's go ahead and check the burb. No shiny burb. go ahead and do a quick run through here, see if anything is shining inside the zone before it becomes night. Which it doesn't look like anything is, and there's night. Hey Jade, you got the evil cat. Yeah, so Trey's quote apology video was essentially, hey, I'm sorry that y'all are too immature to like understand this game. Sorry, not sorry. Of course, he didn't say it that way, but that was the general consensus, or at least that is what I deemed, or I took out of like what his apology video was. And I was laughing so hard. Because he starts off all serious and like, oh yeah, this came up in my most recent bad for a day, and I gotta say, I'm sorry that y'all are children. Alright, so we got no shiny. However, I am going to do you a oh no, never mind. I don't need to do you a thing because you won the Gamba. I want to know how many points you got for said Gamba. You got 1010. All right. Nice job there. Let's go ahead and set up another Gamba. This one for 930, not 9830, 930. Sorry, I had a fat finger there. And I'm going to do the same thing. I am going to go ahead and put 1,000 ride coins on yes. And with the way things have been going this evening, if you put anything on no, chances are you will get a pretty good payout. I also don't play Crash Bandicoot or anything like that. Yeah, so the 360 era where Conquer came out, I was more of a at least on N64. I think I might have said 360 earlier. But on N64, I was more of a Banjo-Kazooie guy instead of a Conker's guy. I was a very innocent child. But I have seen people play Conker, and it is a interestingly adultish, childish game. Hey, if you want to use your ride coins to battle Thunder, by all means go for it. I am intrigued as to what it will do. Happen. Oh, what's this? Oh, we lost. But we don't get to see the battle? That's unfortunate. Again, I was unable to hear anything that was going on right there, so hopefully the audio of that was worth it. And she's level 6 now. Very nice. Oh, and Jade, that's the dragon that I was talking about in your stream the other night. I don't know how it will work on mobile, but if you're on your PC, I believe if you hover over the video, you should be able to like see the extension. Yeah, and I don't know what that is next to her, judging by the fact that one of the command or one of the things uh of the extension is breed and another one is hatch, I think that might be an egg, but I'm not 100% sure. Things that we shall all find out together. Little Finer Bunny dude in the bottom corner, that is my watermark. So I am not going to go into full explanation of it, and you'll understand why in a second. But my off-stream name, so first, middle, and last, like in the various languages that my name is derived from, translates to lop-eared spear-wielding warrior rabbit. So when I was making a YouTube channel and I wanted to personalize it and get back into it, I had my artist like make me, or I say my artist, she wasn't my artist at the time. I had a friend of mine who was into art and like graphic design and that sort of stuff. I asked her if I could commission a spear-wielding warrior rabbit from her so that I could use as a watermark for my YouTube channel. And without all the Pokemon behind it, that is what she came up with, and I loved it. And it has honestly kind of seeped its way into everything in my online personality. So when I decided to make a Pokemon channel, I mirrored the image and threw my my top 6 favorite Pokemon behind it and made it the watermark for this channel as well. So yeah, that's the story behind that. And all I know is I saw breed and went, they should have workshopped that. I mean, not no, Jade. Not no. Yes, he is a very cool bunny. And what I mean by like he has like infiltrated my online and offline personality, you'll breed a dragon, but I also have mental issues. Oh, Jade, you need to play D&D, and you need to either be a draconic blood sorcerer or just a bard. You're still kind of planning out this cool lightsaber-wielding Pokemon catching Link. I'm not a very good artist, though. And you're a bard? Yes. Bard rogue? Depending on the rogue. Because a swords bard swashbuckler rogue would be a very good combo. But the only rogue that would go well with bard is the swashbuckler. That's because they get to add their charisma to a lot of the stuff that they do as a rogue. Is my nerd showing? I feel like my nerd's showing. Chaotic neutral. Yes. Yes. But yeah, so what I mean by the rabbit has kind of infiltrated my online and offline personality. I was a player in a game where we were doing like an introductory, like short campaign one shot to see if somebody would meld with a D&D group that we were playing with. And so I, of course, didn't want to like use like one of my actual characters. So I made Famine 52nd of his name, the Herongon Bard. And though for those who don't know, the Herongon in D&D are the rabbit people. Ooh, ooh, hello. Hello there! That, my friends, is a shiny Roselia! Strut your stuff! Very nice! Alright, I'll get in this this Premier Ball. Very nice! Alright, let's go ahead and get out of this zone real quick. Aww. Look at her sleep. Oh, wrong button. So happy. Ah. All right. Nature guesses on the Roselia. I'm gonna go with bold. Jade's got quiet. And ever thinks that this Roselia has a rash. Okay. She's bashful. Indubitably. Now, what do we name her? Any name suggestions? And Jade, I swear if you do the same thing I do to you and just say Bob, I can't be upset because that is exactly what I do to you, but... Rosalina. Okay, okay. Ever, do you have any secondaries? Or are we a galactic space princess? Oh, I should probably... Oh, it's probably too late to do this, but... That's probably way too far back. Ever is so bad with names. There's too much pressure. Oh! Oh, I see what I did. I did a stupid. We are going to have ads here in about 40 seconds. Oh, and there's a Bergmite in chat. I did a mess. Well, why are we in all caps? I did a mess up, but if I could spell it right, I think I will go with Rosalina. That's probably not how you spell it correctly, but that is the way my brain is doing it. So, aha! Aw, Verso is being snuggly. Very well. Ads in a second. See you in 3 minutes. Oh, hi. I see you over there. Sorry about that, Ever. I didn't look over here at YouTube for a second. So there is a new Gamba up on Twitch if you want to participate. So is this a phase? I would assume. So given Badu is yes. So Roselia here is most definitely a phase. Let's just go ahead and take a look at something real quick. Badu! Search boxes. Yeah, so I have a Badu here. I have 2 here. And I have another one here. And here in box 1, I also have a Roselia. So yes, very much a phase. Which I am not complaining about. Welcome back from the ads. I'm happy to just get a shiny. I mean, between the other night's stream and this one, listen, we put in 4 hours the other night, and then an hour when we caught the ice cream cone, and then we've been going for 2 hours tonight. So yeah, we've been going for 7 hours. So getting any shiny is very much appreciated. Does this answer your question, Ever? And the shiny stones, you are correct. I can't actually purchase them yet. However, they are relatively common city spawns. It's a shiny stone, right? Yeah, so I have an extra one if I so need to. But I don't actually need one. Yeah, other than Pikachu and what's it called? What does Flabebe evolve into? Floette. Other than Flabebe and Floette, I don't think that there are any actual evolutions that are available in this challenge that I would have been unable to get in the rank that I caught the original Pokemon. Now, the reason I said it like that is because I will never have a Gengar during the main course of this challenge, nor am I going to have like a Steelix or whatever Slurpuff evolves into, because those require trade. Those are not stones that I have access to. So, other than Pokemon like that, for the most part, all Pokemon that I am able to acquire, I can bring to their final evolution stage in the rank that I catch them in. Thank you though for double checking and confirming that I was able to do that. I do appreciate that, because sometimes streamer brain be a thing and you forget to do simple things. And Jade, whoever wins this Gamba is going to get paid off very nicely. I have a feeling that it's going to be you, though, because of the most recent shiny being, what, 5 minutes ago? I was asking because once I finish these next few months, the next one are the Badu line. I feel that. Yeah, Scizor and Aromatisse as well. Yeah, so none of the trade Evos are available to me. Now, that being said, I don't particularly care to get a shiny Scizor. Scyther is better. But yes, I cannot get a Scizor. Well, yeah, no, that makes complete sense as to why that Evo line was on the brain. You're having to think about it. Yes, it is still a huge risk. Odds are odds. They are not guarantees. So I can for sure get another shiny in the next 8 minutes. Is it likely? Not in the slightest. But can it happen? Yes. For all I know, there's a Flabebe in the back corner that I haven't quite checked yet that has been shiny for the last 23 minutes. That is going to throw this whole thing off. Or the fish in the lake. I'm sorry, the canal behind me, or the Pidgey. Because I don't actively check those until check time. Which I don't know if I have this as a timer thing, but let's go ahead and just pop that in. Just because I said words that might need context. Oh, and I know on my end, like for this Gamba, I put in 9:30 PST. Twitch isn't smart enough to like fix that to your local time, right? It kept it as 9:30 PST. Words are complicated. That they are. I asked 2 forms of the same question right there, and you can answer yes to both of them, and it doesn't actually answer the question at all. So I'm going to assume that you're saying yes, it kept it as 9:30 PST. No, you're good, you're good. The second question was kind of rolled into the first on, like, did it keep it as 9:30 PST or did it roll it over to your local time? And then all you said was yes, and I'm like, that's not how that question works. So you are good, don't even worry about it. Brain focus on question 1, so I answered that. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. I can't fault you for doing something that I do all the time as well. Oh. You guys might find this as frustrating. Yeah, it says 9:30. I figured as much. You guys might find this as frustrating as I did. But I came home today, and not only is our main parking lot, which is... Wait, where am I? That way, from where I'm currently sitting, still being like repaved and like drying and all of that. But they decided to start repaving our secondary parking lot, which is that way from where I'm currently sitting. While I was at work today. So, coming home and trying to find parking today was even worse than it was yesterday. And I was doing so 4 hours earlier than I was yesterday. Luckily for me, as I was driving around, somebody was pulling out. So I was able to snake into the parking lot, or parking spot that they had on the street. But it boggles the mind as to why they would shut down our 2 biggest parking lots at the same time. and expect us to be able to find any form of parking. Oh, hey, look at that. 2 Audino. Very nice. Yeah, common sense died about 50 years ago, and nobody has deemed it necessary to revive, unfortunately. And I gotta ask, your phone is having a conniption. Do explain, please. But as for what I gotta ask, Shiny Audino and Shiny Hippopotas are both going to be obvious when they appear, right? Like, it'll be the sort of thing that, like, when I saw the Roselia, like, I knew that was shiny just by looking without the sparkles. Like, they're relatively obvious shinies, right? I keep trying to plug it in because it's at 2%, and it keeps hollering at me that there's something in my charging port. Yeah, the charger! There is a Voltorb in chat. Which I don't necessarily want shiny, but that is the only Pokeball that is available on that account. Ooh, it keeps saying there's moisture or a foreign object, and that is not fun. Are you able to, like, bring your phone up to a light source and look into the charging port to see if there is an object in the port? Because if you do that and there is something in there and you happen to have tweezers small enough to grab it, do that. But if you look in there and you don't see anything, if you happen to have, like, a cup of rice, just put your phone in the cup of rice for like 15-20 minutes, and that should wick away the moisture. Hey, I got the Voltorb. And not with the Cherish Ball. Woo! Alright, but it is 9:31. So, at least 9:31 for me. So that means it is check time. Burb? No. Fish? No. Anything in the zone? I highly doubt it. I think their phone just wants to die too, but I can still be helpful. Just because something seeks death doesn't mean I'm going to let it. So that is going to be a no on the shiny. So Jade, you got a cool 2,000 coins. All right. And you know, let's go ahead and do one more before I log off for the evening for sleeps and to get ready for Expedition 33 streams in the future. So let's go ahead and do that. And how many ride coins can I gamba? Let's go with that. Hippo is more greenish than brown, but it's not obviously greenish. Fair. And Audino is all purple instead of all pink. Very well, very well. Good to know, good to know. Yeah, I remembered Audino being relatively obvious. But I couldn't remember Hippo. So, like, I keep on seeing, and I know I've said this a couple times, I keep on seeing, like, the male Hippopotas and assuming that it's shiny just because my brain registers Hippopotas as the female variant. So when the male one arrives, I get shinoed by the male. And yes, they say it's healthy to let your phone die regularly. That doesn't mean that it's convenient. Oh, and by saying not obviously greenish, I'm assuming what you mean by that is that it is greenish in color, but it isn't green in color. Is that a safe assumption? Cool, cool, cool. Good to know, good to know. Your better half is at work still, and if I remember context clues, they need to contact you for transportation home, so your phone can't die. You know, sometimes I feel like we as a society kind of transitioned away from landlines a little bit too early. Not transportation, but time to start dinner. That is fair. That I remembered that there was an important communication. I just miscorrelated what the communication was. Oh, Jade, have you seen the Shalfazilla? Have you been in stream yet since she evolved? Because she is huge. You know what? I want to pull out a Pokemon anyway, so we'll just pull her out now. My character doesn't even fully go up to her armpit. That is how big this dragon not dragon is. Absolutely amazing. My adopted mom still has a house phone, and it's the same number as in your childhood. Yeah, Shalfazilla. I named her Zilla, short for Godzilla. Massive. Yeah, my parents apparently still have their home phone number. I don't think they have an actual landline attached to it, but I guess every once in a while, like when they're watching TV, like it'll pop up that somebody is calling the house number, and they just kind of look at each other and laugh because it's like, what are they going to do? They can't answer it. So Hipper has like darker brown accents as a shiny. Those accents turn Like this weird greenish, brownish, grayish color. Fair. Have fun, stay safe, don't fall in. I'm maybe not the best person to ask colors. I'm slightly colorblind. Hey, at least you're aware. You know what, I feel like don't fall in is still an applicable warning. Yeah, so I realized that like all but like 2 of the Pokemon that I caught in rank Y will now listen to me. So there's like next to no reason for me to run around with my massively over-leveled Talonflame. I can now run around with Zilla as my lead. And it is very entertaining for me. You named your Tyranitar Quesadilla? I know that's not how you pronounce it. I'm sorry. You named your Tyranitar Quesadilla? Really? Oh god. I think that is the first time I've ever said quesadilla, like, online. And, like, I jokingly started calling them quesadillas years ago. Because a customer I had at a deli that I worked at seriously tried to order a quesadilla as a quesadilla. So, like, as a joke, I've just started calling those that in my everyday life. To the point that, like, I didn't even necessarily realize I did that at first. And then you got another one called it sour cream on your personal file. You know what? Fair. 2 shiny T-Tars, not bad. I have a food naming theme. Fair. Fair. But that does sort of raise a question that I am relatively sure I know the answer to. But on your Jade run, a Shalfa and a regular shiny would be considered the same Pokemon, right? So you would have to get rid of the original and keep the new one, even if the original was a Shalfa? Hi, back. I'm Famine. It didn't work. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'm sorry, my friend. I am sorry. Yeah. Ouch. Well, here's hoping that you don't have to do that very often. If at all. I don't want you to have to do it at all. However, for the content, I think that you need to do it at least once. But I don't want that for you. And yeah, making fun of customers is valid. Yes, that is why, to this day, every once in a while, I will call jalapenos jalapenos. and I will call pepperoncinis, also known as banana peppers. I will call them pepperoncinis. Just because the white bread community that I grew up in and worked in the deli for had no idea how to pronounce them. That's why I hate running through Zone 6 and Zone 7, because I got back-to-back Shalfas. You know what? Now that you bring that up, I do remember that you are always worried about... I know it's Houndoom. You named her Minxie, right? Pepperoncinis are not banana peppers. Well, I was unaware of that. What would a banana pepper be then? Because I am just going off of what a very insistent customer was yelling at me in the deli that I worked at while I was 23 years old. Banana peppers are banana peppers. That doesn't help me. Are they in any way, shape, or form similar to pepperoncinis? There is a Whismer in chat. Like, are they a pickled, slightly spicy, greenish yellow pepper? Or are they completely different? They are similar. Okay. Jade, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've ever noticed that is the spelling of your Houndoom's name. And I have to ask, were you smelling toast while you were naming that Houndoom? Because I see clear evidence that you were having a stroke at the time. Okay. It was not her fault. Channel points got redeemed. Oh. Okay, then are we aware of the current health condition of whoever suggested that name? Because I see high evidence of a stroke. From your better half, nonetheless. Interesting. So... are you... judging by what was just said, you two know each other in real life, not just online? Which I think, now that I say that, I think that there have been comments that would suggest that in chat. Although I feel like my brain always directs those, like, I know you personally messages towards Shin-chan. Shin-chan? Shin-chan. Editor. That's who I associate those chats with. But yes, you do know each other in real life. Fair. Fair, fair, fair. Well, good shit. Good shit. Congrats on that. Very nice. And hey, as somebody whose friends don't support their friend's hobby, good on you for supporting Jade. I know that she's not going to make that big a deal about it, but on her behalf, I appreciate you doing that for her. The only way I will ever get any of my friends to join in on any of my streams, be it chat or whatnot, is if I happen to con them into running through Monster Hunter Wilds with me again. And them being okay with me streaming it at the time. Have you put it in rice or some other sort of moisture absorbent material? I could use better friends. Well, I'm not going to disagree with that. One of my friends, who, to his credit, does pop into chats on Family 52 from time to time. He has a whole thing going on right now with his baby and baby mama, so I'll let him do his thing. But other than that, for the most part, the games that I play aren't necessarily the games that they enjoy. So I understand why they won't pop in, but doesn't mean I can't give them a hard time about it. You may have a silica packet from some of your meds, but you don't think that you possess rice. Good luck, don't fall in. Be safe. I need to make that a command. When somebody puts BRB, I just need to have Nightbot respond with "Don't fall in." Jade, I do not know how far behind you are, but I just got the message about ha 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 fair, and I don't know if that is in response to me having the don't fall in Nightbot response, or me playing video games that my friends don't necessarily care for. However, that being said, I might be able to get one of my friends into a Discord call while I'm hunting the fossils, because I am planning on kind of doing a cross stream on that. Like, I'll be doing the fossils in the background with a turbo controller, and that's going to take about 20 minutes. And to actually have something going on screen, I was kind of planning on like making 5e stat blocks for the various fossils. And one of my friends is also my DM, so I might be able to get him into chat or into a Discord call for that. Yes, in regards to my friend having female issues. Yeah, I feel it. And to touch on the other comment that you made, honestly, that is something that I've always just kind of assumed why they made a specific medication for that called Motrin. That is not anything that I have ever had to personally deal with, obviously. But I would assume that because they needed to come out with Motrin, that the pain receivers that like painkillers mess with are not nearly close enough related to like cramping muscles. I have instant rice. Bonus in the instant rice. Good job. Good find. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully that helps. My doll. What did I say? I said another sort of pain med, didn't I? And although, now that I'm thinking about it, it wasn't necessarily cramps. But for my back, I was given specific medication for pain. And then specific medication for muscle relaxant. So, congrats on the mighty Monferno. You lucky little thing, you. And hey, depending on the cramp, that could be very obnoxious. I realized that I did a thing and I made an assumption, and I don't necessarily know what sort of cramps you are talking about. I just made a uninformed but educated guess. What saw me? Oh, that was an alpha ice cream cone. I didn't realize that was an alpha ice cream cone. Okay, and we are only going to be going for about another 5 minutes or so. Question. Do we want to raid into Trey? Or do we want to raid into somebody that is finishing their Mega Dimensions Pokedex? I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole, Jade. I'm just going to wish you the best of luck. And I ditto Jade's comment on the score. Good luck on the catch. All of your captures tonight have been bullies, though. So make sure you save. And best of luck to you, my friend. Good, good. I figured you did, but much like I told PokeFan on YouTube not that long ago, I am a YouTuber by habit, so I tend to over-explain some things. You know, I'm not going to count I'm not going to count Scarvy in this because I'm sure I failed dozens, if not hundreds of shinies in Scarvy and just never knew. But the only shiny fail that I am presently aware of me ever having was in my most recent playthrough of Let's Go Eevee. And it was a full odds shiny Lickitung that I was so surprised that it was there that on recording, on stream, I let it despawn. And you got the Monferno! Woo! Woo, Monferno! Don't mind either. You're probably going to try and pass out. Well, good luck with that. Hopefully, the sleep servers aren't too full, so it doesn't take too long to load into that lobby. I wish you the best of luck. I know that it is 1 a.m. essentially where you are, so best of luck there. You know, you said Fletchling. Yeah, I'll be hopping off here at 10 o'clock my time. And do we want to raid into Trey with his Conqueror's Bat for a day, or do we want to raid into somebody who is currently attempting to finish off his what's it called? Mega Dimensions Pokedex. Oh, what nature is the Monferno? The Monferno. I am deciding that I am going to be a bold predictor from now on. So I'm going to go with bold. And there's a Pineco in chat. You have to go back to your boxes? Don't worry about it then. Don't worry about it. I forgot that the boxes are not easily accessible in that one. Jade, the next time you stream, I'm going to need context as the exclamation. Something tells me that it is going to be a bit of a thing to try to explain over text. So, the next time you stream, I'm going to want context. And there we have it. There is 10 o'clock. Let's go ahead and check the burb. No burb. Let's go ahead and check the fish. No fish. Anything in the zone? I'm going to go with no, but still have to double check. Ooh, careful. Okay, okay. So we got nothing. All right. That is obnoxious and annoying, but for today we did end up getting our shiny Roselia right here. So that is progress. That is good. We at least got something. Hey, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Come back here. Oh. That's mine. Please don't take her. She's mine. But yeah, so that is progress right there. Thank you all so much for joining me. Get some sleep. Get some hydration. Do what you gotta do to take care of yourselves. Jade, good luck with the pain. Ever, good luck with the phone. And we are going to go ahead and raid into Cog. His name is Cog the Cleric. He is a good guy. He is very fun. I don't have a raid message. That is something I should probably set up. But I don't. So that is a bit unfortunate. It looks like he just did a Mega Pokemon. So that is good for him. Ooh, and he finally got an Annihilate. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop in here. Oh god. Oh god. Yes, she does like that lady now. Alpha Mega Kagason's little guy is as tall as the player character. Yes. Yes, they are. All right. So, everybody, I will be back tomorrow with Final Fantasy 13 2. If that is something that you wish to jump in on, I will see y'all then. If not, have a good one, and I will see y'all around. Bye. Oh, YouTube, I forgot to cancel you. In stream.